kicked it free, made a big play.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They run with Ajayi. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Screen pass to Sproles. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now the first running back drafted this year, it's Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
So that'll back him up 5. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 23. To throw is Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On play action, it's Wentz. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. Buying time to his left. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there was a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
New York set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic.
Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Now Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Ertz has it left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. And New York set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And you remember pre-draft, there was a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. To Shepard, complete over the middle. A very solid gain of 27. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Second down, Mayfield. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Lucky 56.
From the gun, Mayfield. And Latimer's got it. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Brandon Graham able to drop him for a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. The pitch goes to Barkley. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a third and long.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And the penalty, it helps a little, but they'll still have to navigate a 3rd and 9 now.
Lucky 56.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like an I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And what we loved on the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Olivier Vernon brings him down. To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with...
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Damon Harrison in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up first and 10.
Green 39!
Mayfield on play action. He'll buy some time right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On second down, here's Barkley. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. It's hauled in by Shepard. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there Gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. A first down throw for Mayfield. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Mayfield on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He dumps it off to Barkley. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And he's got it up and through. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now he's forced out right. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He sets to fire deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So we've reached, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The toss out to Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. To throw, Mayfield to Barkley on the check down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Mayfield to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and got the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Michael Bannon in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Lucky 56.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, It does him no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ram. Shorty.
Play action. Now Wentz. Out to his left. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket. Completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
You've been making that declaration for a while. And at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77. So not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
280. 657. 81.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Into the red zone. Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Justin Ellis in there to get him for his second sack of the night. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
82.
Throwing his Wentz. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Barkley, toss play left. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
2nd down, Mayfield. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, These pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing, Mayfield over the middle to Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll lead here to a third down. Mayfield now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Watching that, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Throwing on first is Wentz. Quick hitch, complete. It's Gibson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Powerful running, and he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A first down for the Eagles. Wentz fighting the former Raven Wallace. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Great. Here, sit.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Gets past one man. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz eluding the pressure right. Now, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Alec Ogletree. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Over.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He's going to field this at the 4. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Great 15.
Back to throw. Wentz. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Over the middle to Smith. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, It's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah, your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Wentz now to throw. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eli Apple. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. He's going to look deep down the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And some room to roam now. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you.